let's kick off with AngloGold Ashanti closing at the top 40 today, up 3.5%. That's at 310 Rand the share closed. Just focusing on the unit cash cost, that's $534 an ounce. And a minute ago, Mark Khuthele on the show saying that if we do see those electricity tariff increases coming to fruition, that 45% increase that's being bandied about, it will have a dramatic increase on those unit cash costs by some 15 to 25%. And it's not only the gold miners in the country that are going to be hit very hard, but general business.
Evening, Bronwyn. Absolutely. I mean, the AngloGold Ashanti results, I didn't think they were particularly stunning, but the market liked them. But as you say, talking to that unit cost price, electricity is really hurting. They've got some other issues. I mean, in the last 2 years or so, they've had just genuine inflation coming through in the process, steel prices, labor. Now they're getting hit by electricity. And it's not just electricity directly to the mine, it's their suppliers. It's the steel suppliers who are going to have electricity increases and pass it on. And it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them markedly. And it's going to be mining generally, but it's going to be particular gold mining, I think, because of the deep level nature of it and the need to get cool air down there, pump water up, and sort of higher level, open cast mine, electricity is less of an issue.
Do you think the market really likes the results, or is the momentum in the share price being driven by that higher gold price today? Round about market close, we must have been at about $1,056 an ounce.
Absolutely. I think it is. I think there were two fair drivers to it there. One is that gold price nudging up, and after our close touching 1,060. It's been there before, but the pullback in gold was relatively modest, down to 1,030, back up again. We also saw rand weakness, which certainly I think helped the situation there. Really got things going. And I think the hedge book, they're getting that hedge book de-hedging. They're talking about 2014 to have it completely gone. They can accelerate that, but also at current prices, they're only selling about 7% below spot. I think that news was taken in, and that's what really pushed them up somewhat, 3.5% on the day.
Protech Khuthele, let's move over to a smaller company, and there we saw headline earnings per share down 12%, but a very positive forward-looking statement from the CEO, Gerald Chapman. Do you look at the stock? Is it one that you would consider putting into your portfolio, or is it just too small?
I do look at the smaller stocks, and I heard the interview with the CEO. I didn't think the numbers were so bad, considering what we've been through in the last period. CEO is certainly relatively upbeat. I thought the market was perhaps a little bit overly aggressive of it. Would I put it into my portfolio? I think the point with small stocks like this is to not go big and just put everything into it. And have a lot of the qualities, the blue chips, the mid caps, what we would call the boring stuff, and then find some of the small caps you can really add good news or bad news to the portfolio, depending which way they're going. This particular company, I like it.
Quickly looking further afield, we had the US ISM number coming out just a moment ago at 55.7, and that's slightly above market expectations. We have seen the US dollar weakening on that number. The Dow Jones Industrial Average a short while ago was down 113 points, equating to 1 1/5%. Are you expecting more market momentum from that ISM number?
I think so. We had a fair bit of, we had the PMI out locally, still contracting, but sort of stabilizing in the high 40s. We had a whole bunch out in Europe. The ISM in the US came out at 5 o'clock our time. So by that stage, our market was in that final stages of closing auction. But I think we've seen 2 red days now. And certainly you've got to take the view that until we get the pullback, and it's coming, but who knows when. We've been waiting for this for months. The momentum is to the upside. And these pullbacks, as we see them, if anything, are buying opportunities, particularly for the shorter term traders.